This is Kimberly Purpoz and welcome to my channel. On this particular episode, I wanted to talk about the Princess and the Frog. That's what I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you all are familiar with Brooklyn Blue. I think she's a fellow YouTuber. I don't know if y'all see my little crown. I just had to show y'all that. I thought it was so cute. I got one for my daughter, and this is my natural hair. I think this is the first time I been on the channel a long time with my natural hair, so I might put up a video about that, but I'm getting off the subject. But anyway, let me get back to what I was talking about, the Princess and the Frog. The Princess and the Frog is a fairy tale that is, one of the first African American fairy tales that they portrayed. It was supposed to be a fairy tale just like every other fairy tale about a black princess for the first time actually being a princess, I meant to say. And Brooklyn Blue touches on this topic. I didn't get a chance to see her video, but I did see her had a Princess and the Frog thumbnail up. But my daughter and I had an interesting conversation. Autumn is also on YouTube. I'll put a link below to her channel. But I wanted to share what we think about the Princess and the Frog. I remember when the movie came out, we were so excited because, for the first time they finally came up with a fairy tale movie for African American girls. And when we got there, we had this high hope and anticipation, but there was a slight disappointment to the movie. I know my daughter was talking about, she was disappointed that throughout the most part of the movie, the main character was actually a frog. You didn't even see her in her true form. Majority of the movie, she was an actual frog. And the other thing we noticed is that it showed her always having to work. The guy, he supposed to have been a prince, but he lost his wealth and he no longer was a prince. And then she had to work hard. Her business came, I think she had a restaurant or something at the end, and I think the movie takes place in the 1930s and the 40s. I think the 30s. It's, early 19, I think it's the 30s or 40s, something like that. But the prince, he lost his fortune and the wealth that she fell in love with, and she started a restaurant, became successful, and she worked hard, and she became successful. But even though he lost being a prince, her success took off well, and she was working hard to run the business, and that was the end of the story. So technically, as far as I'm concerned, when Autumn and I both looked at the movie, my daughter and I, we felt like she really didn't get a chance to become a princess, just like all the other fairy tales. And it sort of add on to the stereotype that we as black women are only good for working and being doing hard labor all the time. We always the one have to be the provider, and it just sort of strips us a little. I still think the movie sort of plays into stripping black women of their femininity, because if you look at now that my daughter and I was talking about how not only does it strip us of our femininity, it's just, I looked at all the other Disney films for fairy tales. It's like even the other minorities, like Mulan, she never really became a princess in a castle. You look at Pocahontas, she still didn't become a princess in the castle. Now Jasmine, the Indian princess, she was a princess already, but the guy she fell in love with was not a prince, and not a true prince, and he didn't put her in a big castle. He came to stay with her. So it's like you don't never see any other ethnicities being the princess and having the prince put her in a big castle, like she's the prize, the jewel. And the only one you actually see as the jewel are European white women And like Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, all that. You see the prince put her in a big castle, but other ethnicities you don't see it in a Disney film, and you definitely don't see it in The Princess and the Frog at all. And it just added on to the stereotype that we're hard working, which we are. I think we are, but it sort of strips us of our femininity, that we're only good for taking care of our man, and we can never have a man that's successful, powerful, or good enough to put us in a castle. And so my daughter and I both was talking about that a lot. That's what the disappointment was with The Princess and the Frog. We didn't see that. So it still gives us this image of being the strong black woman that always take care of everybody, but nobody take care of her, so to speak, and that we're never valued as a prize. But I just want to see what you all think. That's what my daughter and I, Autumn, thinks about the Princess and the Frog movie. I would love to see what other women think about it. Do y'all see what we saw? How most of the movie, the character, the first black princess, is a frog throughout most of the movie, and then she ends up at the end only working hard to take care of a man, and it just adds on to the stereotype that that's all we are here for, is to work like slaves, just constantly work like slaves and take care of everybody, and nobody take care of us, and we're never cherished as a prize like other ethnicities, women. But that's what I take from it. It was okay movie, but they could have done better. Why couldn't The Princess and the Frog, I can't think of the character's name, but in the Princess and Frog movie, the main character, why couldn't she have fallen in love with a millionaire? Why couldn't he put her in a big mansion? That's my take on it. If she's a princess, then she should be in a big, lavish mansion. But anyway, that's my take on it. Because I say, hey, you're going to do it for European women, you need to do it for all women, because we're all beautiful, we're all special, we're all the prize, and we should be treated like jewels. That's my take on it. But anyway, please like this video if you like, thumbs up, and I would love to hear from you guys. Leave your comments below, and till next time, peace. Bye bye.